Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, and then I'll start. Today is just, walk, and then just
Today
see.
you walking?
Yeah, just walking. See the city, see her,
First time?
Yeah, first time ever in Cuba.
When you arrived? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. First time, never been to Havana. So after I walk around, see what the city is like, now it's time to get in the car and start moving.
Free block.
Yeah.
Free block here, the bar famous in Havana.
Bar famous?
For super, mojito drink?
Mojito? No, I don't drink mojito.
You like?
It's okay. 2 week. It's 2 week, but it's good. It's good. A lot of people like it. A lot of tourists like it. Me, when I go to a place, I like to be around Afro.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I know that's the fun. If I'm going there, people just looking at each other, they look at you, they look at other people, not much fun. It feels like you're just like this. I like to move around and just see. Yeah.
Look in the city.
Yeah, look in the city, see Afro.
You buy? What time you buy from around
This one. Yeah, tomorrow I'll look around, see the whole city.
City.
Yeah.
Old Havana, Central Havana.
Central Havana. So this is Old Havana.
This one, no,
This is center.
Or
Uh-huh.
center.
Okay, so this is old.
Street,
Uh-huh. Right.
this one, center.
Center.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Understand me?
Yeah, I
This
understand.
one, Cathedral, Hemingway Bar,
Oh.
and many places,
Any places?
This one,
Yeah.
Capitolio, behind the Capitolio, the best factory of cigar.
Max Factory cigar. Okay. So I'm gonna walk this way, and then I'll spin around, go that way, and then go home. Yeah. Then tomorrow.
Visit the restaurant particular, no?
Busy
For it.
to eat. Yeah, there's places around there, where I can eat. Yeah, there's places around there where I can eat. Tourists, I don't do too much tourists.
Cigar no buy, no?
Cigar, no, I don't smoke. I don't
Press
smoke.
in America?
Huh?
For press in America?
America, yeah, a lot of Americans smoke, but I don't smoke. Yeah, smoking is not good for my lungs. This gotta stay in my skin. You gotta stay.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name is Adams.
Adams, nice to meet you, Adams. Thank you. Hey, how are you? As you walk around the city of Havana, you will notice there are people who walks around. Every time they see tourists, they approach them and try to talk to them. It's sort of like a hard sell. A hard or soft sells depending on who's looking at it from which angle. From your angle, if you have emotion towards somebody who's going through life crisis or who's going through a lot of issues with life, it will be a soft sell. Now, the person you are talking to, that they're going through or that condition, they are looking at it as a hard sell. So the hard sell is sort of like this. They have to talk with you to convince you into going into an activity or a purchase of something that you don't have in mind. But because you think they are your friend and they are only looking for what's best for you, you will accept the offer that they're giving you. Now, if you want to save money in Havana, I would say you have to say no to a lot of people that you're running into. You could talk to them. Don't be rude to people. Somebody trying to talk to you and then you're just brushing them off. That's rude. Talk to them. If they're not able to convince you into buying something, you just tell them no, move on. And because you're going to run into them. You're going to run into those people sooner or later. You don't want it to be a case where you say no to somebody the harshest way. And then, because it was daytime, you felt like you was a superior person and they were lesser than you. Now, time goes by. It becomes nighttime. you run into an issue, most likely you are going to run into that person again. Now, if you treated them bad when they were trying to talk to you, do you honestly think when you run into a problem at that moment, they will be okay with you, with trying to help you? No. So it will be reversed. At that point, you will be the lesser person and they'll be the greater person because they know their city. They understand their city. If you're nice to people, even if you say no to them towards the things that they're trying to offer you, you still smile. Everything is good. By the time you get to meet them again, it's not like, oh, this guy treated me bad, this guy, this woman treated me, horrible, or something that happened in the memory that's triggering to do something evil towards this individual. So you keep it cool, you keep it calm, you have a conversation. If you don't want to do something that they want you to do, you just say no, you shake their hands, and you keep it moving. And that's how I really got around Cuba, because you're gonna run into a lot of these people. If you're gonna keep just saying yes to everything that they're saying, you're gonna find yourself running out of cash really quick. You're gonna run out of cash really quick because if you don't pay attention to paying for everything that you don't want, unnecessary stuff, it adds up. It might look like it's $3. You spend $3 at 10 o'clock. You spend another $5 at noon. You spend another $45 3 p.m. At night you spend another $40. On that one day, it might not look like it, but if you do that for more than 5 days, you're gonna find yourself you have spent way so much money towards something that you didn't even want to spend money on. So you gotta be protective of your economy. Even though you are out there, they're looking at you as if you have a lot of money, when most of us, we're not rich. We're not rich. We're just trying to see how life goes on the other side. There's some people who goes abroad and then they start acting like they're rich. That's their issue. I don't hang out with people like that, and I try not to be around people like that, because most likely I will get robbed messing with somebody like that. I will get robbed, and I will get the type of females that I don't want to associate myself with. Because as soon as they see somebody who's acting like they have money, their brain goes into a different direction. And that different direction, you could invite them over. They come over, and especially when they notice that you have a lot of nice things, you're going to be the number one target to get robbed. Now, I'm not saying this about Cuba, but I'm saying this on an international level. As you move around, you just notice. You're like, okay, this is how I got to move within this environment. This is what I don't have to do within this environment. I don't want to act as if I'm richer than the whole world. Just play poor. If people are poor, you play poor, you will be fine. You could buy liquor, you could buy this, but don't act like you are there to save everybody's life. You're not there to save everybody's lives. There are stories, there are things happening. It sounds horrible, but you have to worry about yourself as well. There are stories, people would tell you stories. Some of the stories that people would tell you, is it the truth? Yeah, some of them is true. Some of them is really lies. When you get home after that conversation you're having with somebody, you go home, then you start thinking about what they told you, and then you start noticing that this person was a liar. They were lying to me so they could trick me into me having to pay them a certain type of money, and then later on you see them at the bar or at some place, they're just living their best life, which is you help sponsor a person who's normal but who acts like an alcoholic at night. During the day, is there something wrong with being an alcoholic? It depends on who you ask. It's, I would say no, to the point where if a person doesn't want to work, but they want to drink alcohol every day, that's a problem. Because the alcohol, which literally stays in your blood and it creates thoughts, as you try to recover from the chemical that's in the alcohol, it creates thoughts that lead you into not wanting to, submit into a decision that you wanted to do. As you will notice, if you notice, a lot of people who drinks alcohol, they tend to have like a delay, of decision making. The reason being is because they have to feel like it's the right time. And it's not really the person who's creating that delay. It's the chemical that's running through the body that's making the person not want to submit to that decision making. All right, that's a little bit deep, but anyway, I enjoyed myself walking around Cuba and Havana, and I got to see a lot of different characters.
Where are you from?
Georgia.
Moment, please.
Yeah.
Here, the all Havana. The all Havana, revolution solo for 25.
Yeah.
25. How long? How long?
Right now, no. No, right now.
The festival de cigar, Havana cigar.
Yeah.
The festival de mitad de precio. Here the cooperativa.
Okay.
The cooperativa Inglo, the Lucky.
Okay. Right now, no. I'm just walking, get some air. Second day in Cuba.
Yeah.
I just want to walk and see, what the city is like. Thank you, gracias. When it comes to this game of trying to manipulate somebody mentally to gain something, it was a lesson, a psychological lesson for me. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because a lot of people that actually do these kind of things, they have really sat down and thought about this stuff at a different level. There's a lot of smart people, when they really come up with this stuff on how to trick you, or how to scam you, or how to, get you to do something that your mind didn't want to do, but because the story hit a point in your heart that's the weakest, and it made you want to say yes to it, and then perform something that you didn't want to perform.